Another season of RLCS has come to an end, and like every season before it, Rocket League just never fails to be exciting. Especially when this guy decided to throw a fire extinguisher at the Spanish Policia and subsequently got kicked out. Sunless Khan in ranked, am I right? You know, because he's getting carried. So in this video, I'm bringing you along for all the action, highlighting the best goals and the best plays of this tournament, which just took place in Madrid. So I don't want to do any BS, let's just jump right in. Alright, number 10 goes to Dignitas for their Game 6 win on Day 3 versus Vitality. And it's not so much the goal that I'm focusing on here, but just the entire sequence of insane saves and, you know, just really amazing high-level gameplay. At this point, when the seconds were winding down and everyone was just kind of rooting for Dignitas to come back and hopefully stay in it, the crowd was literally just like roaring. Like, it was just so powerful to be a part of. I was able to watch this live in Madrid, and it was incredible. Like, just feeling the energy, especially during this series. Dignitas had an amazing run at this RLCS. At times, they really did look like the best team in the world, but you know, even if they didn't win, their games were some of the most exciting of the entire tournament.
And it's just neck and neck from these teams. They finally puncture the back line. FLuuMP the last line of defense. He gets one play. Here's Killa, but he puts it high. Killa with the follow-up. Oh my goodness, Fairy Peak shots in there. Here's Scott for the win. No! Defended. FLuuMP holds on. Killa, can he do it? No! Astro gets in it. Oh my goodness. These teams, the defensive masterclass on both sides. Vitality going for placement and finesse over power, trying to slip it through defenders, and the dunk is there! He puts it over the edge! Oh, and he does it! We go to Game 7! It's what everyone wanted to see. Huge block from Astral, Fairy Peak and K-Dop trying to get with it. They both go for it. The song's clear, and Yukio just drives it home. Are you not entertained? Game 7, I didn't think we'd make it here, Chiefs.
Number 9 goes to this Day 1 goal from Hockser in United's match versus the Renegades. Now, this was such a crazy goal because it was partially a recovery from a bump on Hockser after he launched the ball down the field, and he manages to like realign his car in the air so that he would have a chance at a double touch. United was a ton of fun to watch at this tournament. I think they proved that this roster definitely can compete against the best in the world on the biggest stage.
You can tell they're continuing to improve the longer they're up there.
Hockser, maybe a second touch here. It's going to come down right in front of the goal line, and United a 2-0 lead.
An astonishing effort from Hockser. That ball bounces off the arc. Sicky, he goes up for it, but Hockser overpowers him. And you wonder if that's it for the Renegades. What do they have left in the tank?
Number 8 goes to a very weird and unexpected goal from Day 1. Justin went up for a redirect and managed to pinch the ball on the back wall with the underside of his car, thus giving himself a flip reset and a chance at another touch. Now, this wasn't necessarily the most powerful goal. It was just super unique, and I think it's the first time I've seen anyone pull off a flip reset pinch off the back wall, which is something that freestylers do in practice. And I'm sure Justin has probably practiced this before at least a few times, which is why he was able to like pull this off.
They have not stopped with any of the pressure.
Justin up for this quickly. It's in front of the box. No one's back, and Justin will score with 9 seconds remaining. NRG have the lead.
I'm just surprised that Justin had the boost for this, the conservation, the way he was able to bounce off the ball, and zero boost. Like I said, he saved his flip. That was so perfectly timed, and now they've got the edge.
All right, number 7 goes to Tander on Day 1 with a crazy high double touch during their massive upset against Veloce. Now, this was the first time a South American team has won a series at Worlds, and in this case, it was against one of the best teams in Europe. Loki is a legit contender in Rocket League at this point. They made it further than any South American team before them, and they were really exciting to watch.
Tander couldn't read that one. His card there to clean it up for Loki. Off the back wall. Tander maybe one more. Holy smokes, Tander! What a go-ahead goal in Game 4!
A statement goal from Tander coming off the wall, hitting it off the backboard. A gorgeous double tap.
Number 6 goes to GarrettG on day 3 with arguably the best double touch of the tournament. There were quite a few double touches, but I feel like this was probably the best. It was at least the flashiest. GarrettG was pretty much unstoppable this season, but there have been quite a few seasons where he just doesn't play at the same level at Worlds. Like, he'll look really good online and then just not quite have it when he really needs to. But this Worlds was a completely different story in this case, and also as we'll see later on.
To relieve that pressure from NRG, here's Justin. He's got Garrett to the right. Garrett, another one off the back wall. Double touch for Garrett! A response from NRG!
GarrettG! This double touch was so fast, and the way he wrapped around the ball. GarrettG, a staggering double touch off the backboard, and he gets revenge.
All right, number 5 goes to Math from 3 Sins, another South American team, and this one's actually the only flip reset goal of the entire tournament. There were a bunch of attempted flip resets, some were complete fails, and others were just, defended really well. At this point, it's almost impossible to pull off any solo play, let alone one like a flip reset, which requires a lot more time and space. So big props to Math from 3 Sins for managing to pull this off.
And South American teams really are known for their offensive prowess, at least mechanically. Here's Matt, the flip, and that's what we're talking about from Matt. 3 Sins on the board.
Matt right off the kickoff, the fake in the air. He doesn't even need to hit it, just throwing the defense from reciprocity away. Matt, 5 seconds in, an insane goal.
All right, number 4 goes to Killa on day 2 in Vitality's series versus NRG. Now this was game 1 overtime. Both teams were playing amazing, and it was clear this series was going to be close. Killa played really well this entire series, but this was probably my favorite moment from it. And I knew that this series could potentially be a glimpse into the finals. Like, a lot of us were talking about how this really could be the 2 teams that would end up playing versus each other if things worked out. And this series and also the finals, like, they were just so good.
GarrettG demolished. Turbo Pulse lurks in the back line, not liking the look of this advance. Fairy Peak took it away, and Turbo Pulse had the response. Killa now off the ceiling. He has a flip, and he gets the pitch, the dunk of the century, and Killa wins the game.
That's the power of Killa. They get tied up with K-Dot because Vitality always plays so close to each other, but that's when you got to depend on the guy who gets the job done. Scrub knows he's going to have no help, and he plays the challenge beautifully. And Renault Vitality walk away with game 1.
Number 3 goes to Arsenal with the first ever musty flick at Worlds. But no, this doesn't mean that he invented the shot.
Player to invent the shot!
Musty challenged the pro community by offering $1,000 to the first person to do this. Now this was a really cool goal because it wasn't just a straightforward musty flick from the ground, but it was actually an air musty flick into a double touch. Now this is one of the most mechanically impressive goals I would say in RLCS history. In my opinion, this stands, out there right alongside Squishy's ceiling shot and some of his flip resets. It was really great getting to see players like Arsenal show up and kind of show off a bit, because we didn't have some of the flash that we normally see from Cloud9 and G2. Normally players like Gimmick and Squishy and JNaps, they just have that extra little spice when they're playing, and without that, I don't know, felt like there was a void, and players like Arsenal and also Astral really filled that void in my opinion.
Like it was a guaranteed goal to me, so excellent defense. Camero's got to get the offense scoring, and Spidos loses that one on the backboard. Arsenal thinks about the pass. He's got too many options. Walcott and Leduc both gamed, and Arsenal gets it off the crossbar. Stands up, pops off. He's feeling good. They're looking for the sweep.
I mean, Walcott was thinking, Arsenal, what are you going to do? And then Walcott just kept driving to the right, and Arsenal says, you're going to drive that far? All right, I'm going to jump, do a little backflip, and tap it in off the crossbar and make you look silly.
Number 2 has to go to Justin with his game and also series winning goal to take home his first ever world championship. For me, it just seemed fitting after what happened at the Season 5 Grand Finals when Justin and NRG came so close to winning. To have him actually make the last goal for them to win, I don't know, it was just so good. This kid never ceases to impress me, and honestly this whole team, even Turbo, but especially Justin, and getting to see GarrettG take home that trophy after he's worked so hard. It was just so good. Big congrats to NRG. I really do think the future is extremely bright for this roster. Now that they've sort of got this off their back and got their first win, I don't know, I think they're going to win more in the future.
Play to this corner. Fairy Peak. He's got past 2 players. Looks for a bump. GarrettG clears line. Justin! NRG! Don't
Alright, this was, in my opinion, the most important goal of the entire final series. Justin is such a smart player because in this moment, they really needed to score. They needed that momentum in game 7, and then, Justin got an opportunity to set up a solo play against one of the best defenders in the world, and he did exactly what he needed to do. At first, it looked like he was going to go for a flip reset, which may have worked, but probably not, honestly. But instead, he chose to give up that sort of primal desire we all have to be flashy, and he chose in that moment to go for the unstoppable move, the air dribble bump. This is, in my opinion, one of the highest IQ goals I think I've ever seen under the most pressure a Rocket League player can literally experience.
Over to K-Dop, and Justin doesn't want to see any of it.
Good
now
cut
back
from
to
Turbo.
Justin. Who's he got left? 1-on-1 for the ball.
Johnson with the biggest demo of his life!
Alright guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you guys want to stay notified for when my videos come out. Also, I should say, if there's any way you can possibly go to RLCS, even if you have to start saving up for it right now, just trust me, it is 100% worth it. This was my 3rd RLCS so far, and I don't know if I'm ever going to miss another one. It's so good. Also, if you've missed any of the action, I've put links in the description below to all the VODs so you can catch up on it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.